In today's video, I want to share with you an amazing vocal technique, vocal tool that helps singers with pain, tension, and strain, and you guessed it, muscle tension dysphonia. So first, I will explain what anchoring is, and then I would like to share with you my story before I discovered anchoring and after I discovered anchoring. And last but definitely not least, I am going to share with you every single anchoring tool that I use with my students and for myself to eliminate pain, tension, and or strain. Real quick before we dive in case we haven't met yet, hey, my name is Liz and welcome to Mind, Body, and Soul Singing, where I help singers like you and me too obtain physical, emotional, and spiritual freedom in our voices. I'm a vocal coach, I'm a singer-songwriter, and I'm really passionate about sharing my struggle with pain, tension, and strain in my own singing, and my muscle tension dysphonia diagnosis, and all of the mental health stuff that goes with that, because MTD is a mind, body, and soul disorder. What is anchoring? My speech therapist explained it so well to me. She compares it to writing with a pen and paper. So let me give you that example. I'm about to write something, and if I'm not anchored, if my arm is not anchored, it's really hard to write. It's really hard to use these delicate, smaller muscles because I'm not anchored, I'm not stabilized. So when I try to write like this, it's not very good. And you can compare this to singing. So these are your delicate, little, beautiful muscles that control the vocal tract. They're in here. And the framework, this is your body, your muscles, your skeleton, your posture, the framework. And so if we're singing without good anchoring, if we're singing without using our body's support to support these very delicate, small muscles in the vocal tract, it's going to be very unstable. It's going to feel very hard. So we use anchoring. So we anchor our arm. And now these delicate little muscles, they can work so freely. I have so much freedom. I have so much control because I'm anchored, and these tiny muscles can really work without overcompensating, without using, so if I'm not anchored, maybe I'm using a muscle group like here to try to stabilize, and it's wreaking havoc. It hurts, it's tense, it's tight, ouch. Much better, much better. So I hope that explains what anchoring is. And if you're still confused, please keep watching, because you should try anchoring for yourself, because I think a lot of times actually doing it can help you understand what it is. My story before anchoring and after anchoring. So I was diagnosed with muscle tension dysphonia about 10 years ago now, and I went through a period where I was so scared of tension. I was so scared of muscle engagement. And so I remember at the time quitting my gym membership, crying about it, and then focusing on yoga and meditation, and really believing that I needed to learn how to relax and be super zen and open and like a jellyfish. And then I wouldn't have any more tension problems. But that was not helpful. And in great singing, we need engagement. A great singer is an athlete A great singer uses their body and engages their muscles to sing. So I had become so afraid of muscle engagement, but I was afraid because I was engaging the wrong muscles and I was looking at it the wrong way, thinking that tension in the body is bad when you sing. It's not. It's good. I just don't use the word tension. I use the word engagement. I think it's a more empowering word and a more word true to what we're doing here. So yeah, I thought I would have to be all relaxed and then I could sing with freedom and ease and control and power without tightness and tension and pain. But you can see that singing like this, I was engaging muscles, but it was the wrong groups. It was more of these small, intricate muscles up here that I was engaging, and it did not feel good. So I went through many years of doing this, and with my vocal coach, she picked up on it. This is why it's so important to work with a speech therapist and a vocal coach, especially a vocal coach, because they can listen to you week after week and you develop this intimate connection and they really get to understand your voice in a deeper way, just like, of course, I understand my voice in a deeper way because of the voice lessons. And she realized, oh, you're afraid of engaging your muscles up there. And so she reassured me that I need muscle engagement. And so I also noticed this to be true with my vocal students. So any student experiencing strain or tension or pain, or a student with muscle tension dysphonia, I noticed that anchoring would balance out and correct many other issues. Anchoring really balances out airflow. So I think a lot of the time we focus so much on airflow and we focus so much on having a stretched out, loose, relaxed body. But once we apply anchoring, the breath naturally balances out. Once we apply anchoring, the right muscles engage and other muscles relax. So it's this beautiful yin and yang of relaxation and engagement. If you want to learn more about anchoring beyond this video, you can check out a still voice training. They focus on anchoring. And you can also check out Katarina H. Healthy Voice Tips, and she focuses on anchoring as well. So now for the good part, I'm going to demonstrate every anchoring exercise that I use with my students and for myself in singing. Hands and knees. So it is what it sounds like. Get on your hands and knees. So make sure you have a flat back and your neck is an extension of your spine and you're not like cranking up like this, but you have like a nice flat back that you could put like a teacup onto. You could put a teacup onto your neck as well. And then you can sing, Mama made me mash my M&Ms. You can even add some movement. Mama made me mash my M&Ms. Mama made me mash my M&Ms. Crunches. I love the crunches for belting for me personally, but you could try them for anything and see if this one helps. So if I'm doing something like really high, yeah, 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 woohoo! Planks. So you can get on your knees and you can plank. You can go all the way up. Knees. Let's do knees. And you can sing your phrase. You. I just added movement there, so you can do like some movement, or you can keep it just like this. You. 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 Again, I have an awareness of my neck. It's okay to feel engagement in the neck. That will naturally come in with these exercises. But don't crank the neck. Like, think of your neck as an extension of your spine. Your spine starts in your butt, goes all the way up through, all the way up into here. So think about that when you're doing this. It's okay to flex the spine. That's all. Movement is okay. We just don't want it to crank. Crank. Crank, you know. One of my favorite ones is lifting heavy objects. So if you have some weights, that's great. I have this cube amp. I think a lot of us have this baby. And when I'm singing like a phrase that I just feel is tight and tense and isn't working for me, I grab a heavy object. So, you know, like, yeah, hey, all right, hey. Again, trying to engage the lower muscles. I'm not trying to engage up here and getting all tense and but I'm trying to keep it generally good posture. Engaged, but not And like, do you notice how I'm using my lower muscles? I'm also squatting because I don't know if you could see me in the camera otherwise. But you don't have to squat to lift a heavy object. When you're lifting, make sure you do squat and don't lift with your back. And then I can demonstrate full standing. Hey, oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. But I do have a bend in my knees. Prayer hands. So good posture. Relax those shoulders, relax the neck, make sure you're breathing. And then forget about the breathing, actually. Let's just focus on the prayer hands. And then sing that phrase, do that vocal exercise, and see how it helps. Pulling on the chair. So sitting in a chair, good posture, feel your butt bones in the seat, relax shoulders and neck and face. Grab the sides of your chair and pull, 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 and sing that phrase, sing that vocal exercise. Pulling on the piano, if you have an upright piano at home or a digital piano, or it doesn't have to be a piano, it could be a bookcase, it could be a shelf. You can stand and pull, pull, pull up on that weight. Make sure it's heavy enough where you're not gonna flip it over. You're gonna pull, 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 and sing, relaxed shoulders. Sing that vocal exercise or that difficult part in the song and see how it gives you some relief. Forehead press. This was the first anchoring exercise I ever learned. So what you do is, again, good posture, relaxed shoulders, and you're going to grab your fist and you're going to press, press, press. It's okay if you feel an engagement in the neck. That's okay. Press, press, and sing that difficult part. Sing that phrase and see how it helps. Engaging bathroom muscles. So when we go to the bathroom or fart or whatever, we push, 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 push. So when you're singing that phrase, doing that vocal exercise, push a little bit. Engage those bathroom muscles. Engaging the belly on the exhale. So when I breathe in, and then it's open, it's big, just a regular breath in. I don't have to force it, but just breathe in, feel that openness. And then when I sing, engage, 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 pull that belly up to the spine. And then engage, 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 engage. Squats. So try singing that phrase or that vocal exercise when squatting. You know, like, Mama made me mash my M&Ms. Mama made me mash my M&Ms. You could even use your arms to see if this helps or not. Mama made me mash my M&Ms. Mama made me mash my M&Ms. Bonus challenge. Watch your body when you are speaking. So as I'm speaking to you right now, I do notice a natural engagement of my body. And where I notice it is my stomach is a bit engaged, even my chest is a little bit engaged to help me speak. If I don't engage these muscle groups, hello, I guess I could still speak. But it's kind of difficult. And notice how anchoring can also be a very emotional response. So if you're a belter like me, when we belt, the emotive response, when we use our voice way up high, is a response of urgency or excitement or passion or anger or sadness. It's generally an intense emotion. And so when I am experiencing an intense emotion, there is much more body engagement going on. So if I'm crying, there's a lot of engagement in there. You can apply that to singing. Hey, hey. I'm embodied. I'm using my body to sing. I'm not just using my voice. I am emotionally responding. When I'm belting up high, yeah, when you're excited to see your friend, yay! So it's a similar response. We do need engagement in singing and in life. And engagement doesn't have to be a scary thing, and it doesn't have to feel like tension. It can feel strong and stable. It can feel like support. It can literally feel like anchoring. And I'm gonna get crazy and offer the ladies one more anchoring tool. I guess fellas, you could try it too. So this anchoring tool is weird, and I don't share it with, young vocal students or anything, but with adults I do. And me and my co-singer, Jess, we talk about it. What we say is engage your yoni. So in the spiritual world, a yoni is the vagina, but not just the vagina, the whole female reproductive system. And of course, we don't engage the whole system. I mean, maybe we do. And all that means is you're going to engage those bathroom muscles, like I mentioned earlier. So instead of pushing, which is one way, pushing, we squeeze. So you can try squeezing your yoni. Fellas, you could try squeezing your genital area, that when you're holding your pee in, holding your butt in, making sure you don't let that fart out. And you'll feel a squeeze, and maybe you'll feel an engagement through the body. Hey, oh. And just using that power, using the power of your yoni. Dancing. So you could, standing or sitting. La da 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 da. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anything that you can think of that involves engaging your bod. So do, re, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, re, do. You could have a ball, and with your friend, throw the ball back and forth while you're singing a phrase with your vocal coach. You. Keep in mind that anchoring doesn't work for everyone, or it doesn't work for everyone right away. So try these anchoring exercises. Just look at it as a delicious, juicy bag of tips and tricks that you can try out and see if they resonate with you, to see if they work for you. And I would try them for a while, because sometimes it just takes doing something over and over and over and over again before we can really embody it and understand it. I remember when my speech therapist showed me this cool anchoring exercise, I remember still being a little confused and not quite getting it. So that's okay. So just use these anchoring exercises as a practice. You know, practice makes better. You're always a work in progress. I'm always a work in progress. That's why I love in yoga class, they call it a practice, because you're always practicing. And I think the more time you spend with anchoring, the more anchoring will become a friend of yours. So if we're only practicing our voices or practicing anchoring like once or twice, of course it's going to be kind of like an acquaintance. We're kind of unsure about it. I don't know. But if you hang out and you vocally exercise daily and also give yourself a break and give yourself compassion, and you're not drill sergeanting yourself, you know, through rigid practice routines, but it's playful, it's relaxed, you're curious, you're open. The more time you spend with practicing your voice and practicing anchoring, the more you'll become best buddies. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please let me know your experience in the comments. Let me know what you would like to learn about. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with singers you think will benefit from this. I release new videos every week, so I'll see you next week. Bye!